Hello folks, back out in the river again. Been a few days since I caught that mink in the Delmarin trap. Um, I think I said at the time I thought the river has been trapped already. You know, maybe half a mile down the river or somewhere, another bridge or the far side of this bridge even. We wouldn't know, but yeah, it wasn't much sign of much movement, and that continued. And conditions are good now. The water's down. Uh, But I'll show you a few of these other traps anyways. Not in touch since, and I'm going to take traps up now in a couple of days time. There's just nothing happening. So trap here behind me, I'll just turn the camera around and show you this one. Okay, so this here is most of you probably heard of the Cania 2000 squirrel trap, made in Canada. Well, this is the Cania 2500, which essentially is just the mechanism, the trapping mechanism of the Cania 2000 without the box. So the reason I just bought the mechanism is I wanted to make my own box. To suit me. So yeah, same thing. I've opening there of, I think it's only 70 mil. This plywood painted up. Here is the mechanism, spring. Big spring on this one. Very powerful spring on it. And then just to the side of it, a little a door to bait it up. There's the inside of it, mesh on the back. But yeah, very powerful. Let me try and slap this one for you. Let me find a piece of wood. But yeah, there's the dog. Or the trigger, sorry, the trigger. This trigger, the dog is there. You can't see it, but it's just a little bar. It's holding that big spring up. An arm, the other arm of that spring up, and the spring arm is actually the kill bar. The other end of the spring, there's the spring there. It's a big spring. The other end of it there is the kill bar. The other end of the spring. Yeah, that's a very powerful trap. Hold on, let's see if I get a stick or something to set it off. An old rotten stick. Hold on for a second. So, okay. I don't know if you'll see much of this, but I'm sticking through it. You probably won't see a whole lot. You'll hear it. There's the stick there, and just push on the trigger plate, and boom. There's the kill arm there down now, and it's very powerful, as I said. Cania 2500 mechanism. Just made a plywood box around it, but you literally just get that square piece there with the mechanism on it, with the spring attached. That's what you get. I don't even know if you can get these anymore. I got this from 14 Acres in the UK. I don't see them for sale anywhere anymore. But yeah, to cut the price down as well. As I said, another expensive trap. I'd say there could be 70 or 80 euro for one. I bought, I think I paid 40 euros for the mechanism. Just built a box out of a bit of ply you had at home. But yeah, Cania 2500. Another interesting trap. As I said, these are not traps that you'd go and buy heaps of them and set them. You could if you wanted, but there's a lot of cheaper alternatives, and you know, it's hard to beat the fens for mink. They're just an ideal trap for trapping mink. But yeah, another nice little trap. Right, I'll show you another one when I go down further. I have one more to check. I don't expect anything in it because there's not much sign of anything moving. I have a few snares set, nothing even knocked over. So yeah, not much on the go. Anyways, I'll chat to you in a few minutes. Okay, further down the river. I don't know if you've ever seen this spot before. No, because I haven't trapped this before. Lovely little drain going in there. I don't think I trapped this before, and I never caught a mink here. And there's the main river. Little drain in here. Last week, the water was in that drain. Was up as far as the trap. So it just goes to show you how high this river goes with a day's rainfall. It's crazy. After a few days it drops down again if the rain stops. But yeah, and yeah, so during the summer I put in that old length of timber across there, and I put the trap housing there, the tunnel, and when I came down to set this trap, there was mink tracks, plenty of mink tracks on top of the timber on old sand, and I was sure I was going to catch a mink or two here, but as I said, I think someone has trapped in this area in the last couple of weeks and caught most of everything on it. You know, I got that one young buck mink. You know, he could have come onto the river from somewhere else. You know, I came from a lot further down. Maybe with the flooding might have moved him, but yeah, like I never had not a thing since I started trapping. But this trap's called the Mang's trap. So it's just a little trap housed in a timber box, and I'll show you because it's only here to explain it. Taking these all up now. Put a few rocks on top of it just in case of the water, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, it's a strange little one. Sorry now. Swedish trap. There's the little box. As I said, I had this box. You can see the sand on it from the water was up over the trap. Actually, probably during the night. When I came back down, it was down near the bottom of the trap. But yeah, it fairly rises, doesn't it? With all the sand there. But yeah. So as I said, I had this ply box just put in here a couple of weeks before trapping, and I had the lump of timber across the stream there during the summer. I came down fishing one day and brought it with me and stuck it in there, and it fit perfectly. But as I said, yeah, there was lots of mink track all along there, and I thought I was going to catch no bother, but it just goes to show you, trapping's a funny old game. But yeah, so sand has just really wedged in. Now, there's our trap, Mang's trap. There's a bar there, and that's the trigger for that one. But this is literally what you this is the trap. This is literally what you get. Mang's trap from Sweden. There's a few videos on YouTube showing only a couple, but yeah, there's the mechanism. It's a small little trap, but of course you really need to use it in a tunnel. But yeah. It's a strange setup. There's literally a piece of wire. I think you might, little piece of wire there, thin piece of wire, goes along there. Sorry, no, goes along there and in through that groove, and to meet it is a wire coming from the trigger, and the two of them balance off each other, and you think it'd be hard to set that, but it's actually not that hard to set. Strangely enough, yeah, it's a strange setup, but a smaller trap it is. You can't see it because it's full of dirt from the river rising, but there's literally a heavy spring. There's a heavy spring down at the bottom there, a very heavy spring. It's amazing. Just about to see a bit of it there, but yeah. And that's the kill bar. You know, it's about 3 inches wide, but it's designed that the mink puts his head in through to get through those holes, pushes on the trigger wires, and he gets caught in the head every time. It's designed to, kill outright for such a small little trap. When he pushes on it, he doesn't get any further than his head in, and gets him in the head, and it's meant to be very quick kill. Same thing again, all about humaneness in Europe. But yeah, interesting little trap, Mang's trap. I'm not going to set that one off. I don't really like setting them off, but yes, yeah, just another interesting one. But yeah, I'm taking everything up Monday. 2 more days I'll give it, because you kind of know when you're starting to waste your time. But yeah, Mang's trap. Might get to show you the other one. I'll show you on the way back up. I have another one. I'm bringing the Cania with me today, and then I'll bring the other two Monday. Yeah. Right, get back to you in a little bit. Okay, at the last of our traps now. Covered in grass. And this is a big one trap. New. Right, there's our little Cania. And look at the size of this yoke. Probably never be set again. But yeah, another Swedish trap called a Gabriel's Fallon. I think I'm probably pronouncing that totally wrong, but Gabriel's Fallon. As you can see, it's a big trap, and it's long, it's awkward, it's heavy. This is the inside of it. Hold on, I'll pull it out a bit. Now, yeah, it's another very heavy spring, big heavy jaw on it. It's more designed as a run-through type trap than a baited trap, but you could bait it as well. I tried baiting it, just trying to entice something mink into it, but as I said, there was not much movement, so It's not got to do with the trap. But yeah, I put those tubes on the end of it. I think any advert I've seen for them, it's kind of a wire mesh tunnels each side of it, and with a wood timber floor on them. But yeah, the tubes they're very light, and I had them at home. Oh yeah, same thing here. I just bought the mechanism of this one as well. So yeah, I just bought the workings of the trap, and I just made a box similar to the box that actually comes with the trap. But yeah, very powerful humane type trap, but for awkward, heavy, big, you know. Just bought the one for, you know, collecting, and it's similar to the other one, Jalmarn, in that there's a bar on the outside of it to set it, but it's harder set. I might just set this one for you, if I could set up the phone properly, because I won't need two hands for it. But yeah, it's not the easiest of traps to set and big. Look, they probably work very well. So grand if you have handy spots just off the bridge or something, but I don't know. I don't set too near the bridges, just in case the traps are taken, you know. So I like to go down a bit off the bridge. It's country road up there, but plenty of people out walking and stuff, you know. So and yeah, it's busy enough traffic wise, especially during the week with schools and stuff going on. So I do like to go down a bit. But yeah, I'll try and set this one up just to show you how it sets. I have it set up here a bit. You have to take off one of the sides, the tunnels, to set this. You have to set it. Just the arm is in the tunnel's in the way of the arm. But yeah, look, I'll set it for you anyways. I hope you can see this. There's the arm closed, or the jaw. Right, like the other one, similar, but this time do it. You have to set it with your other arm, so other hand on his back jaw. Drop the dog. There's a little notch there, so you have to lift the pan. Hope you can see that. It sits in the notch. And that's it set. But yeah, a lot of messing around with this trap compared to the Jalmarn. But yeah, it's pretty similar in how it works. Little tin ply pan on it. But Mink runs through the tunnels. He steps on the pan, sets it off. But yeah, also comes with a little bar. When you're setting it, you can push it through. There's little holes in here on the side, just a safety, for safety. Push it through and it goes in through the other side. Just a safety feature.